Hello everyone. This is just going to be a quick short intro because I did actually record a video ready to make at the start of this week, and then because I had a rough couple of days and a couple of other things, trying to sort this room out ready to be able to go back to work, so other things took priority, all of which is done. But yeah, I suppose the only thing to add to the video that I'm going to play now is that since I made that video, I have had a couple of days where I felt a little bit rough. So Wednesday, for example, I was alright in the morning, and then it got to about lunchtime and I just didn't want to do anything. I just sat and played on the PlayStation all day. I just couldn't bring myself to do anything else. Didn't want to make dinner, didn't want to do anything, which apparently is normal, but there you go. So not much else going on for the next week in terms of changes to my treatment, so I'm just going to continue to take the Procarbazine and my Keppra as normal. The next infusion isn't then for another week and a bit, so so the next thing that will be happening is I'll be going for blood tests on the 17th of March, and then assuming they're okay, I'll be having my next infusion on the 20th, and then that's it then until I have my next clinic appointment with the oncologist on the 13th of April. So almost a month will go by and nothing will happen, and then assuming the appointment with the oncologist goes to plan, I'll be going into cycle number 2 then on Monday the 17th of April. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll skip on now until the So the other thing that's happened since I made that video is I did 23.3 this morning, which was rather disappointing. I was hoping that I'd be able to do wall walks, but I did all of one. So that's not going to make for a very interesting upload, but I will be making a separate video for that. But hey ho. 6 minutes of a guy falling on the floor. Good fun, eh? But yeah, other than that, some days are good, some days are bad. So today was a good day and I managed to do that workout. But yeah, there's no real predicting it, to be honest. It's just hit and miss. But there's not a lot I can do about that, and work is still continuing to be very understanding of it all, and more than happy for me to be just getting on with bits. So I did make a phone call to a customer today. It was good to feel a bit normal again. But yeah, still learning things about this new company. Because I've been ill, it's really easy to forget that I'd only been with the business for about 4 weeks. So illness aside, I'd still be easing my way into finding out all the information that I'd need to know to be able to do my job properly. So I'm sort of still doing that now, which is interesting. But hey ho. Right, yeah, I'll leave it there and go back to the video I made on Monday, which explains the infusion and all that sort of stuff. So I'll let past me explain that. The last week since I took the Lamostine on Monday evening last week, the last week has been a bit hit and miss. So we have managed to do a few things. So I went to the gym on Friday. I did the open workout. We went to IKEA on Thursday. So there's still a load of stuff for this room that I haven't done. Like there's a bookcase that I'm going to put here, there's a shelf that's going to go behind here, there's a shelf that's going to go over there. Not sure what I'm going to do with this unit yet. that may go and get replaced. Haven't decided. But for now, just gonna ease into it slowly. The OT came. So IKEA was Wednesday. The OT came on Thursday morning to assess my desk and everything. Told me that I haven't got a proper chair, which was kind of what we knew. Getting a new chair's already ordered, and also one of those adjustable arm things for my monitor. Other than that, she said the area's fine, which is kind of what I was expecting. But you know, I've lost my thing here. So that's kind of what we knew already. So that's all good. I've figured out now how to get my work stuff and my computer to talk to each other and play nice. Because at first they weren't, but they are now, which is good news. So I'm at least all set up, ready for when I start work proper, which I'm hoping I'm going to ease into this week. I'm going to make it a thing that I get up every morning and come and sit in here at some point. That might not necessarily be at 9 o'clock, you know, it depends what Emma's got going on. If Emma's going out and I can help her get out with the baby by taking over so she can get ready, and then she's out the door at 9:30, then I'll come and sit in here at 9:30, you know, it's not, I don't need to be dressed to impress or anything at the moment. Everything I'm going to be doing is going to be behind closed doors, off camera for now, over the phone if needed, and all that sort of stuff. So easily done, sort of in a bit of a greb state if I need to be. Symptoms wise, over the last week, I've had a couple of, so one of the things they said could happen is I could have digestive problems either way. You know, I could have sickness in terms, you know, nausea and vomiting, or I could have sort of diarrhea or constipation, or both, or, you know, alternating or whatever. And in terms of nausea and vomiting, I haven't really had any of that. This is going to stay on, this is annoying. So yeah, I haven't really had any of that. The other end though, I did have one incidence of both of which I had to phone up for, because they said, look, you know, you can't wait, you know, if you get any of these, you have to phone us up straight away and let us know, and then act accordingly. So on both times, when I phoned them up to let them know, their response was actually, okay, right, go to bed, see what happens in the morning. If it's passed in the morning, don't worry about it, but if it hasn't passed in the morning, phone us back, and then we would worry about it, you know. So, but luckily both times it was nothing to worry about, so just, I don't know what it was, but, you know, one-off kind of thing. In fact, I think the first time was purely down to me. I don't think I hydrated myself well enough, but, you know, hey ho. As I said though, that none of that has stopped me from kind of being a bit normal. The sort of Friday morning when we did the open workout onwards, then for the rest of the weekend I've done very little. Sat and watched the rugby all day Saturday, more or less. Did a few jobs in the morning, not loads, but did a few. And then Sunday I woke up feeling a bit rough. So I just sat and did nothing all day pretty much. Emma went out and did a few things. Emma's finally been able to catch up on some of the things she needed to do over this weekend, because I was having kind of a weekend off, if you like. She was able to come upstairs and get some of her bits done while I sat downstairs with the boy. So yeah, all good. So other active things. So the 88 challenge that I did in January, got the official sort of certificate and medal through from the brain tumour charity the other day. We did £2,010 in the end, which is not bad going, given that I was expecting about 100 quid. So the next one, which I announced earlier in the week, is going to be on the weekend of the CrossFit Games this year, which is the week before the year anniversary of me having the seizure, which led to all this. I'm going to do 12 benchmark workouts every hour on the hour, they're quite difficult workouts. So, you know, I'm going to have to pull my finger out and make sure I get to the gym regularly, which is kind of the point. Setting myself that challenge is to make sure that I stay fit and active whilst I'm having my treatment, because it'd be really tempting to just sit about on my arse and do nothing. But even the nurse today sort of half told me off for having sat around all weekend. Said, look, you need to get out and do something at the very least, go for a walk. She was actually encouraging me to go to the gym. So resistance training, she's the first person for any of this to encourage that sort of thing, rather than basically dismiss it as a stupid idea. So it's good to know that they're interested in me actually pursuing that sort of thing. But I will, once the Open's done, I'm going to have to ease my way in, I think, and be a bit more careful. So next weekend is going to be interesting, because I'm going to have the Open on Friday night, and then on Saturday I'm going to a weightlifting seminar. So the seminar will probably be a bit, take the weights. I'm hoping it's all take the weights right down and work on technique rather than lifting heavy weight, because I don't think I'll last very long with heavy weight. But given that it's a technique seminar, in theory I shouldn't be lifting any heavy weight anyway. And if there is a part where they say, right now start loading up the bar, I'll just say I'll have to pass. So yeah, there we go. In terms of the rest of the treatment for this cycle now, so I've got so in terms of the rest of my treatment now for this cycle, so I've had the vincristine infusion today, and they sent me away with a prescription for procarbazine. So I hope you can see that. It says cytotoxic, care needed. So I'd take these twice a day, basically with my Keppra. So take one in the morning and one in the evening, and I checked all of the, does it need to be at a particular time and all that sort of stuff, which it doesn't. It just needs to be one in the morning, one in the evening. Doesn't need to be with food or without food or anything like that. So relatively easy. There's also some anti-sickness meds in there, which I'm to take more routinely now, just with them, one in the morning, one in the evening. So it all should be nice and straightforward, just bunch of tablets in the morning, bunch of tablets in the evening, job done. He says boldly. Fingers crossed I don't have any complications, but there you go. That will take me to, so that starts in the morning, and then I take them for 2 weeks, so that'll take me through to not next Monday, the Monday after, and then the Friday of that week I would need to go in to get some blood tests done for the final infusion, which, if the bloods are okay, will be on the Monday following that. And so yeah, fingers crossed all will be well. So I think that just about covers everything that I wanted to go over. So yeah, symptoms we've done, meds we've done, what we've been up to, staying active, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I just need you to wish me luck now. Let's hope that I don't feel like crap. Yeah, I will do an update video probably in the middle of this 2 weeks. It might not necessarily be at the weekend, but at some point throughout the 2 weeks I'll do an update. If anything major happens, I'll do an update following that. But fingers crossed nothing major does happen. There's some foods I've got to avoid with this, which could be a cause for something major to happen. So we've just been checking it downstairs. So there's a bunch of things I can't eat, which have got tyramine in them. Anything that's got a really high amount of tyramine, I've got to avoid, because it will basically cause me to go sort of really high blood pressure, and all my sort of go hypertensive. So that's not what we want. don't want to be having high blood pressure problems and heart attacks and stuff at my age, so fingers crossed we don't have any of those problems. Yeah, as I say, wish me luck. Thanks for watching.